trying to decide between the new Momcozy V1 Pro and the Momcozy M5 wearable breast pumps? Then stick around, as in this video I'm going to walk you through the similarities and differences between these two breast pumps. So let's get started, and one of the obvious is the design. You can see that the Momcozy M5 is an all-in-one unit. It has your pump motor attached to your collection cup, whereas your Momcozy V1 Pro comes with a separate pump motor connected to your collection cups via your tubing. Now, both of these have pros and cons. With your all-in-one design, you have a nice compact unit. It is more discreet because you're not having to deal with tubing or carrying a separate motor. However, the con to this is it is a heavier unit. Although the M5 is still quite lightweight, they're only 230 grams per unit. However, that is going to be heavier than your collection cup on your V1 Pro, which is only around 130 grams. So they are a lot lighter, which is great if you're somebody that has back issues. The other con to the all-in-one unit is that your collection container has a much smaller capacity. This is only 5.4 ounces versus over 7 ounces with the V1 Pro. So if you're somebody that is an overproducer or you have a lot of supply, you may prefer the V1 Pro. Okay, so let's have a look though in a little bit more detail. Both of these pumps can be used as single or double. You can use the M5 with both or just one pump. There's no left or right side, which is nice and easy to manage. Again, with your V1 Pro, you can do double or single pumping. It is just a change out of the tubing if you want to do a single pumping session, which is still very nice and easy. In terms of suction strength, so they are both up to 300 millimeters of mercury, so both hospital grade. Both have your 3 modes, your stimulation, which are your short, quick suctions for initiating your letdown. They have your longer, drawn out suctions on your expression mode, and they both come with a mixed mode, which is a combination of both the shorter and the longer suctions. So having the 3 modes, I think, is a big plus for both of these pumps, as it does give you options to find the best setting for you. Now, in terms of suction levels, so the V1 Pro wins here. It has up to 15 different suction levels, opposed to just the 9 with the M5. That said, 9 is still really great for being able to fine-tune your pumping session and the suction for your comfort. However, the 15 just really amps that up. And speaking of amping up your session, one of the things that I absolutely love about this V1 Pro is this little button here. Now, you can change this between low, medium, or high, and what this is your pumping frequency levels. So you have the option to change how many pumping cycles that you have in a minute with your sucking. So you can be on a low, which are the longer suction intervals, or you can go up to the high, which are the super quick suctions. So depending on what your body responds to, having that option is fantastic. So in terms of suction, yes, they are both the same strength. Yes, they both have 3 modes, but you definitely get more customization with the V1 Pro, which I love. And I really, really do love that new pumping frequency option that the V1 Pro comes with. Okay, if we then move on to the flanges, you can see that they are slightly different, but both come with your double sealed flange. It is larger on the V1 Pro. You can also see that the shape of the collection cups are different. I do love the discreet teardrop design of the V1 Pro, so that does add to its discretion opposed to the more semicircular that I guess protrudes a bit more out of your bra. This is definitely a more natural shape. Flanges themselves, they are the V1 Pro is a hard plastic design that just clips or pushes into place. So it's a hard silicone with your soft silicone rim, whereas the M5 is a soft, flexible silicone. The thing I don't like necessarily about the M5 is you have to lift the lip up and then push it all around to get an adequate seal. So this can, if you don't have it in place properly, lead to leaks, whereas with the V1, it simply pushes firmly into place. So it's a little bit simpler in terms of design. Both come with a standard 24mm flange. The M5 also includes a larger 27mm, in my kit, as well as both come with your flange inserts, which is something I love about Momcozy, that they really make this easy to use straight out of the box, no matter your nipple size. In terms of design though, in flanges, the M5 does have an advantage that it comes with your 105-degree angle flange. So this is designed to mimic the positioning of your baby's mouth. It helps with comfort as well as milk flow. So that is an advantage if you're somebody that struggles with the comfort side of a breast pump. You may prefer this 105-degree flange angle. That said though, comfort-wise, you do have the nicer, larger flange double seal here, which again is great for cushioning, but also for a great suction. In terms of a timer, now on my M5, this is one of the older M5 models, so I do not have a timer with it. However, the newer ones do have a timer that comes up here. I do love an inbuilt timer, but in terms of display, you can see that this is quite basic, opposed to your V1, which is much larger, much clearer. It comes with a timer, but one of my favorite things is it has a timer that you can set to different intervals. So it has a 30-minute, and you can run this all the way down to a 5-minute to set your timer, and it will automatically switch off after your timer. So if you're somebody that only needs a quick 10 or 15-minute pumping session, you can set your timer, let it do its thing, and not have to worry about watching the clock. So I do love this feature. I think there is a little bit more with your larger LED. So it's a little bit more user-friendly in terms of those features. In terms of noise as well, I do think the V1 Pro is quieter. Both are under 50 dB, so both are relatively quiet. You will hear them with a bit of background noise, in complete silence, but with a bit of background noise, both are relatively quiet. One thing I haven't gone over yet, which is super important, is battery. Now, again, here is the V1 Pro just wins hands down. And most of that comes down to having your separate pump motor. So having the separate pump motor means that you can have larger LED screen, potentially more features. It also means that your battery is larger, so you can have a longer battery usage time. So with the V1 Pro, you get up to 270 minutes of runtime off a full charge. Now that is huge. That's 9 times 30-minute pumping sessions, or if your pumping sessions are shorter, that's more sessions you can run off your battery life, opposed to your M5, which is only 120 minutes. So your V1 Pro is over double your usage time. So definitely something to consider if you are pumping very regularly. Both take 2 hours to charge, both a USB charge, which is really handy. Other than that, the only other thing that really sets these apart is your M5 comes with a bunch of accessories. So you get this really handy hard shell, let me pull that up a little bit, handy hard shell carry case. Both come with your flange covers. You just have a bunch of accessories that come with the M5. I do love that it comes with the hard shell carry case, which is something that the V1 Pro doesn't come with, but again, it's not it's not something I would buy purely for the carry case. Overall, which one would I choose? So the V1 Pro is more expensive, but it gives you greater control over your pumping session. There has been incredible reviews of using the V1 Pro in terms of output, and I really do feel that that comes down to having your frequency levels adjustable. You have more control over your comfort with the extra suctions. You've got more user-friendly built in with your timer and your bigger LED screen. So I do absolutely love the V1 Pro for its functionality and what it offers. The M5 though, I love for its discretion. If you're looking just for a part-time wearable pump that's really convenient and discreet, you're not having any tubing to worry about, then I think the M5 is a great option as well. It does have lots of great features for comfort, such as your soft silicone flange, the 105-degree flange as well, and you get a bunch of accessories that go with it. So which one to choose really comes down to, are you needing something for a more exclusive pumping or full-time pumping versus a part-time pump that offers more discretion, or something that's more powerful and really going to empty you out? Hope this helps. Cheers.